We talk about faithful representation. In this one condition, it should not be biased. The second condition, it should be complete. If you are preparing financial statement for 1 year, that must be 12 months. It should not be for you prepare or putting 10 months information and you are saying 1 year financial information. That is not correct. It is not faithfully represented. So that is the second point. And also there is one more to say that free from error. So 3 points. One is neutral, then complete, then free from error. So once you satisfy these 3 conditions, that means it is faithfully represented.
This one including this 3.
Yeah, for if you want to say that this financial information is faithfully represented, then for that it should be neutral, no bias, no partiality, no support to one person and not support to another. Second, it should be complete.
Okay.
Charming.
Sure.
Free from error. Can't have any errors. You will see depreciation calculation. If it is 15%, then it should be correctly 15% you should take. Or provision for doubtful debts. When you calculate in the receivable doubts that when someone don't pay, you put 5%. If it's 5%, then from the receivable it should be correctly 5%. And then you calculate end of service benefit. 21 days every year of service. So that should be correctly with the Excel sheet and all the stuff, basic salary, and you should do that proper calculation and that information must be there. So accordingly you can say that faithful representation. You could trust this financial information, okay, reliable in other words. The first one is relevance. Relevance is appropriate. For to use a simple language, it should be appropriate for the purpose. Is that clear? So the basic, fundamental qualitative characteristics. You see here, we have qualitative characteristics. And this qualitative characteristics we divide into 2. One is fundamental, other one is enhanced or enhancing. So fundamental qualitative characteristics, there are 1 and 2. First one, relevance. That means it is appropriate. Second one, faithful representation. The faithful representation is these 3. Clear? Now, there is also enhancing. Okay, let's talk about materiality in a bit of a detailed way here now. This is another accounting concept. Materiality, but I think we discussed also. Materiality, BIAS, bias.
Enhance. Arabic can meaning enhance.
Enhance.
أيوة. Then you have to be sharp. Understand.
So that is this word. Anyway, materiality. Materiality is about
bias, they have to explain. It should be unbiased.
It should be unbiased, exactly, yes.
Not biased.
Yeah, if it is biased, then no use. So it should be neutral, not biased. Any item could be material. Any item could be material on the basis of omission or misinterpretation, misrepresentation, could lead to a change the decision of an economic user
Misrepresentation.
misrepresentation of economic user of the financial statement. This is my version of the definition, okay? The book has a slightly different, but this is easy to understand. Now, I will give you example. I think I gave you though. Let's say this is my financial statement. We discussed this somewhere back. And I am adding a virus here. If I give you a word which you will understand, I am inserting a virus to the system. So I am putting a wrong information in the financial statement. Like I add fake sales, 1 million fake sales I add here. Or I show a fake payable of $200,000. Or I show 1.5 million plant. I am just telling we have. And I am giving this to the user of the financial statement. These are the users. So they receive the financial statement and we request them to go through in detail and document their decision. Maybe to purchase shares, maybe to withdraw some of their shares, some decision. So, decision 1. You ask that decision back to the management of the company. Then you take the financial statement also back. Now you go to the boardroom. Then again you prepare another financial statement. You remove this virus. You remove that fake information. You don't put that 1 million you put as fake sales, or you don't put that 200,000 payable. Now you give a clean report, actual report. And you again give to the same users. Like this, okay? Again you ask them to record their decision. Now, how I find out this item is material or not? If the decision 1 and decision 2 are different, then this item is material. If they don't care, both same decision, then what to do? Nothing. It's not material. So materiality comes like that.
Can you tell us a real-time example of this one?
See, materiality real-time example to give you. Let's say we prepare when we are preparing financial statement, we want to convince the shareholders, and I am incorporating fake sales. In the month of December, what I am doing, I am issuing invoices. My target, see, the shareholder has a target, or the single owner business, let's say single owner business, he has a target, gross profit should be, or net profit must be more than 200,000. When you actually calculate net profit, it's not 200,000, it is coming like 75,000. So you need another 125,000. So what you do, you issue invoices. If you book invoice in the system, what will happen to the sales? Sales will increase, correct? And will there be any cost of sales for these invoices?
of sales?
No, because it's a fake invoice. No cost of sales is going to come. So no change going to happen to the cost of sales, but sales increased. So what will happen to the bottom line? Net profit will increase. So the shareholder will be very happy. Now you go and tell tomorrow, sir, I did this job because to keep you happy or whatever. And if we still don't terminate you, then that means that is not material. If we say, my friend Masarama get out, then that is material. You understand? So this is sometime, not in small organization, in big organization, just to convince the larger group of shareholders, they do this type of things. And what they do in the January, this is December. In January what they will do, they will issue credit note. As if they will say returns. The fake invoices they generated, in the month of January, they say that, oh my goodness, customers return all these goods back. So, if you really net both, its effect is zero. But what is important? Important point is here. The reporting date, 31st December financial statement. On that financial statement, we are showing a very, rosy and lucrative, beautiful, good-looking financial statement. Everyone is happy. And the dividends, you have to pay based on this profit. Then the company will be behind the screen, struggling. Then they have to increase the borrowing, they have to, that's what actually happened to Enron. If I go back to the story of Enron. So, later we will study about, there is something called cutoff. This is the cutoff date. And we also study about something called threshold. This you will study later. So these are, for us now what is important, anything that I am doing to my financial, if that is going to disturb my owner, my shareholder, my partner, that is material.
That is intentional error.
Yeah, even intentional or unintentional also. The question is whether is it going to disturb the user. If he knows that I have did this and still he is okay, okay, I am happy, then that is not material. But otherwise it's significantly material. So let's just use this real world example. In assessing whether or not an item is material, it is not only the value of item which needs to be considered. The context is also important, meaning the surrounding, the circumstances. It's not only the $5 or $5 million. It's also at that particular moment. That's what, if you remember in the last class, I gave you 5 and 5 million. Then I put 5 over 6 and 5 million over $500 million. So it's not the 5 is not material, it's a 5 compared to 6 becomes material. That particular context. Now going to home, let's say our office timing, morning 8 to 5. Today I am going at 4:30. Sometime we may consider Adi. Let's say I am having a practice of going home 4:30, 4:35, 4:25 like this. But one day, one customer came from, let's say, China. So he has some important deal with me, but I am not looking after him. I am just going at 4:35. But is it Adi? No. You have to sit with him and finish the business, and maybe no matter 10 p.m. you still have to wait. So that's what they are saying. It's not about going 25 minutes early, no. It's about the context. What is the environment, what is the circumstances that you are looking at. So, if a statement of financial position shows a non-current asset of 2 million and inventories of 30,000, an error of 20,000 in the depreciation calculation might not be regarded as material. You see, total non-current asset how much? 2 million. Depreciation mistake how much? 20,000. What is the percentage? Can you calculate the percentage? 1%. 1%, right? Right. However, if error of 20,000 in the inventory valuation will be significantly material. Why? Already inventory is 30,000, and if the error is 20,000, either sometime it could be 10 or sometime it could be 50. Understand me? So you are making a mistake in this current asset is fine, acceptable. But if you are making a mistake here, it's not tolerable. Here, if a business has a bank loan of 50,000 and a 55,000 bank balance deposit account, it will be a material misstatement if these two amounts were netted off in the statement of financial position as cash at bank 5,000. You understand this? فهم ولا لا؟
أنا ما فاهم.
Not understood. Okay. Let's say your bank, in your current account, you have 55,000 cash. But in the same bank, you borrowed 50,000 bank loan. So one asset, how much? 55. One liability, how much?
50.
50. Now, you try to be little bit smart. What you do is, you combine both. Now how much net balance? 5,000. And if you only tell 5,000 bank balance I have in my business, is it correct?
No.
You are not telling to the user that our business has a bank loan of 50. Is it good for the user?
But no, because it's loan.
Yeah.
No,
So
no.
can you net, meaning you deduct 50 from that 55 and you only say cash at bank 5,000 and kalas. You don't tell anything about the bank loan to the user. Is it good?
No,
It will create a problem. That's what we are saying here. Understand me? So that is materiality. And we talked about faithful representation. Financial reports represent economic phenomena in words and numbers. Actually, financial statement is a scan report for the health of the business.
Phenomena, what's meaning?
Phenomena is like concept, or what precisely to say, phenomena is illustration, explanation.
I will hear.
You just find out from the Google also. And see, Bahas, try to understand like this. You go to doctor, and then doctor tells you take all this
الظواهر ظاهرة phenomena.
Reports. Okay? You bring the report to the doctor, and that report has blood pressure, sugar, cholesterol, and then also there are so many other different type of liver test, kidney test, blah blah blah. All these in numbers, and ECG report also there. That's in diagram. So combined all these only the doctor will understand how healthy you are. The financial statement is a health report for the business. So that health report, let's say 2 medical report is in the table of the doctor. You two are patient. Now what I have done mistakenly, I have given medicine to him based on his report. Is it correct? Pathetically wrong. Same story will happen if you are a financial analyst. Using company A financial statement, giving a suggestion to company B is a big danger, big disaster. So we got to be very faithful in what we do. So, but must faithfully represent the substance. This word also very important. The word substance of the phenomena that it purports to represent. Please try to understand this. Now we have legal form. We have substance. So what do you mean by legal form? You go to Abdullah Abdul Ghani and you buy a Land Cruiser car. You pay 300,000 riyal, you purchase car. Money paid by you. So in the istimara, your name will come. Anything about the bank will come there? No. You are the only owner. You purchase the car. You can drive it. You can own it. You can park the car at home. You can enjoy it. Finished. Story number 1. Legally, who is the owner?
Me.
The person who purchased the vehicle will be the owner.
Hmm.
Who will be enjoying the benefits of the car?
Abdullah Abdul Ghani.
Me.
Habibi.
Benefits.
Sunita.
Benefits.
Yeah, benefits. Seat Sayyara,
Ah.
AC, sound system, driving comfort. Abdullah Abdul Ghani or Malinta?
You told the benefits.
Yeah, benefits of the car.
Benefits.
سيارة هذا سيارة انت تجيب انت تركب بيت برا انت روح دكان انت روح مقرا الكور في اي سي سيستم
زوجة يعني.
ما اللي انت صح
أيوة.
you pay the money you are enjoying the car
Which benefits like benefits or different?
not that's a different meaning
Ah.
you are, I
I
understand
said
why
some
you
like
say that.
profits. I told Abdullah.
No, exactly. It's not about the profits. It's the luxury of the vehicle. Who enjoying the vehicle? That's my question.
The person who pays car,
Exactly.
who sells the car.
So legally he is the owner. He is the one who is entertaining the vehicle. Cars. Second scenario. For the company, you are a staff. This is staff needing a car. The company went and purchased the car for him. Let me put it in a different way. You need a car, but you don't have cash. You go to, let's say, Al Jazeera Finance. You go to Al Jazeera Finance and then you say that, sir, I'm in need of a car. Can you please help me to buy? Yes, no problem. You bring these documents, we will give you. So you bring all the documents what they want. Then they have gone to Nissan showroom opposite to Al Jazeera Finance. They get you a Pathfinder. Now question is, who is the legal owner? Al Jazeera Finance is the legal owner. But who is enjoying the benefits of the car, the luxury of the car, this AC, sound system, the driving comfort? Who is the owner of Al Jazeera Finance or the man who purchased get the car?
The man.
Okay. Now, unfortunately, he is driving in Samal Road. He met with an accident. The maintenance, the repair, the damage, or the insurance, who should pay?
Obviously.
Al Jazeera Finance or this man?
This man.
This man only, correct? So, when you want to identify an item to be in my books as an asset, it is not important for us to only to see the legal form. You always have to see on top of the legal form, the substance. The word substance to say more than the legal situation, what is the circumstances around? That's it time.
Mr. Muhammad, this coming is like true or false or truth, something like this. This one.
Yes. So, based on the substance, you may have to decide this vehicle. Okay, now purely speaking, in this Al Jazeera Finance, who paid the cost of the car? Now, in the balance sheet of Al Jazeera Finance, will he be showing this car as an asset? What do you think?
If
Now, this second example, I want the car, but I don't have cash. I go to Al Jazeera Finance.
anyone.
They purchase the car for me. I'm the one who is driving and I'm keeping the car. Now, the car should be shown as an asset in somebody's books, correct? In the Al Jazeera Finance, can they show this as a vehicle, motor vehicle, in their balance sheet? That's my question.
No.
No, for you.
Exactly. I cannot show, Al Jazeera Finance cannot show this as a car in their books. Under motor vehicle for Al Jazeera Finance, you can't show. Whereas,
Because you are the owner.
I am that's another point. You don't call it exactly legal owner.
No.
You are in substance. You are on economic substance. You are the one who is using the car and having the benefits and accepting all the risk. So this car should be shown in my books as an asset. But in Al Jazeera Finance, I need to pay them, right? On what basis? Am I going to pay everything at one shot? No, I'm going to pay on installments. So they will show receivable, lease or receivable or installment receivable from Mr. Ashik Khan. Clear? So that's what they are talking about. this word substance. Substance of the phenomena. That is purpose. That's very important. You always see the substance of whatever happening. Let's say we are in an office environment. Sometimes, although the managing director or the chairman, maybe he also there. Let's say, okay, let me say the office boy making tea. Office boy making tea, and usually the tea first must be served to MD and chairman, and that's how it should be coming. But suddenly, the one day when he is making the tea, there is a customer. Can he now say, no, I will wait until the chairman come and then I will serve him and I will come and give the tea to this customer? You can't say that, isn't it? You got to see what is that particular time, what is most important for me. So, when we doing a transaction, if we have two circumstances, legal circumstance and substance, if two are different, you always choose substance, not the legal condition. Normally, 90% of the time, legal circumstance and the substance circumstance may be same. 10% of the time, it could be different. At that time, please choose substance. Okay. I will give a note. Yes.
خلاص خلاص
What's the time now? Yeah, we'll stop this. Stop.